My name's AK, and I swear, what I'm about to tell you actually happened. I've never believed in ghosts, never believed in curses or demons or any of that supernatural crap until last week. It started when I went back home for my university break. Just a quiet week with family, rest, food, no stress. The first few days were fine, peaceful even. Then, things changed. On the fifth night, I woke up to something strange, a whisper, right next to my ear. At first I thought it was my imagination. I had just watched a horror movie before bed, so maybe my mind was playing tricks on me. But it wasn't just one whisper. It was like several voices, overlapping. Soft, almost. Playful. I couldn't make out the words, but I felt them, like cold breath against my neck. I sat up fast. The room was empty. My aunt, my mom, and my grandma were still asleep beside me, so I told myself it was nothing. Just my brain. Big mistake. The next night, I woke up again. 3 a.m. My usual routine was to move to my grandpa's room around 6:30, when he'd already be outside on the terrace. His room was always cooler, quieter, the perfect place to fall back asleep. But that night, I woke up early, and something told me to move anyway. So I grabbed my pillow, half asleep, and walked toward his room in the dark. I didn't even open my eyes. I knew every inch of that house by heart. I pushed the door open and stepped in. The air inside felt wrong, cold, still. When I finally opened my eyes, my grandpa was sitting upright on the bed, staring straight at me. He wasn't supposed to be there. He usually never stayed inside this late. His eyes were blank, completely empty. Just two dark circles staring through me, my body locked up. Then I forced a weak smile. "Sorry, Grandpa. I didn't mean to wake you." He grinned. Not a kind grin. A stretched, wrong grin that didn't look like his face anymore. I stepped back slowly and shut the door. That's when I heard it, his laugh. It started low, then it grew louder. It didn't sound human. I turned around, terrified. And when I looked back, he was already there. Standing behind the door, staring at me through the gap, still laughing. I ran, straight back toward my grandma's room. I slammed the door open, but what I saw made my blood run cold. My aunt, my mom, and my grandma were all sitting up, just staring at me, blank faces, unblinking eyes. Then my mom started laughing, just a soft giggle at first, then louder. Then my grandma joined in, then my aunt. The sound filled the whole room, twisted, distorted, echoing off the walls. I covered my ears, but I could still hear it, inside my head. I screamed, but I couldn't hear my own voice. Then, something even worse. I started laughing too. My chest hurt, my stomach burned. I couldn't breathe. I fell to my knees, clutching my ribs, still laughing. I felt my lungs collapsing, my throat closing, and everything went black. When I woke up, I was in the hospital. The light was too bright. My throat was sore. My mom was there, crying. She hugged me so tight I could barely breathe again. She said prayers had saved me, that they almost lost me that morning. I asked what happened. Her face went pale. She said she found me standing beside the bed, my body arched backward, my hands clawing at the air, my mouth wide open, and tears streaming down my face. Then I collapsed. The doctors said it was some kind of seizure, but I know what I saw and what I heard. When my mom and grandma stepped out to talk to the doctor, I was alone in the room. Or, I thought I was. Then I felt someone sit beside me. A warm hand touched my shoulder. I turned slowly. It was my grandpa. He was smiling, the same gentle smile he always gave me. Except, he'd passed away 7 years ago. He leaned closer and whispered, "Did you laugh your heart out, little darling?" Then he was gone. They say laughter is healing, that it can chase away fear, pain, sadness. But that night, I learned something different. Sometimes laughter doesn't come from joy. Sometimes it's the only sound the darkness knows how to make.